I made some killer pulled beef sandwiches on my Kamado, topped with a choice of two sides, a horseradish cream sauce that I made or a barbecue sauce. Both sandwiches turned out delicious. You want to see more about it? Keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back. Yeah, so I decided to do some pulled beef sandwiches on a Friday. I had a day off of work and I was taking my son to see a movie later in the afternoon, and I wanted something that was going to be on the grill for several hours untouched. And I said, well, hey, what a great combination of time and time off and the meat I had on hand. I decided to go ahead and go with some pulled beef sandwiches. Pretty simple. I set up my grill for indirect cooking, so included throwing some lumped charcoal in there, some hardwood chunks. I used pecan. I've also had some hickory probably in there from a previous cook that was still not completely burnt through. So a couple of good hardwoods there. And I put on the heat deflectors and the grate, set it up for indirect cooking. Got the grate up to about 235 was my target temperature. So, but anywhere between 225, 250 was what I was shooting for. I got about a 3-pound chuck roast here, choice grade from Sam's Club. I'm just going to go ahead and coat it with salt and pepper. There we go. All right, I'm going to throw the meat on, right in the center there. While the meat's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and do the next step here and get that ready. So I'm going to, what I have here is my Dutch oven. I could have just used some aluminum foil, maybe double wrap foil, or even an aluminum pan, but I'm using my Dutch oven for this today. And I sliced up a bunch of onions, one whole onion, which is a white onion. It doesn't really matter if it's white or red or whatever, or yellow. And I have here about 2 of my Hungarian wax peppers that I sliced up from my garden. And those were in my freezer the past couple of months, because it's winter time here, so they're still cold, but they should still be fresh. And then I also have some fresh herbs growing in my garage here. So I got some thyme and snippings of oregano. I'm just going to toss those in there whole for now, and let's wait for the meat to get ready to put in here. One extra item I'm going to add in this today is this Lead Feather Black Ale by Half Acre Brewing here in Chicago. I'm going to throw this in here because I may need extra moisture this afternoon while this thing cooks unattended while I'm out watching the new Star Wars movie with my 11-year-old son. So I don't want to have to come back to a dry, burnt up piece of meat. And normally the moisture in the meat and the vegetables in the Dutch oven will be plenty enough if I was around to pull it off when it was done. But I may be leaving this thing on for maybe a couple more hours longer than I normally would. And I want to make sure there's enough moisture, so I'm going to add a little bit of this in there, make sure I have some extra moisture there to keep this thing from drying out. 1 for the Dutch oven, 1 for me. 2 for the Dutch oven, 1, 2 for me. 3 for the Dutch oven, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. That ought to do it. There we go. Now we're at 150 food temperature. That's the time I'm going to pull it off here. The pit's at 235, so that's been doing really good here, as you can see by the chart there. But 150 is my cue to start taking it off. I can wait a few degrees longer, but I've discovered, and I've talked about this in a previous video on how to do brisket, that the lower your pit temperature is, the earlier the stall starts. So about 225 would be about 150, 250, 275 would be closer to 160. 235 is probably in the low 150s. So I'm ready to take this thing off now and wrap it up, or actually in my case, throw it in my Dutch oven. All right, folks, it's a little over 150 internal temperature here, and look at that. That is looking good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the probe out of here. Let's go ahead and scoop this up and move it over to my Dutch oven. Just like that. I'm gonna put the lid on it and move it back to the grill. All right, I'll close up the lid and let it cook the rest of the afternoon. Probably at least a few to several more hours. All right, let's take a look at this here. It's been several hours. Oh yeah, it just squishes apart. It is cooked. Oh yeah, all right, let's get this off, huh? Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh man, does that look good. See, there's a lot more rendered liquid in there than I knew I needed. But just to be safe. Oh, look at that. Oh man, that's a little piece here. Totally tender, fall apart. All I gotta do is shred it a little bit and be ready to serve, guys. Oh, look at that. All right, let's make a sandwich. What you see here is a couple of buns and some sauces here. The buns, actually, I have to shamefully admit, are store-bought buns. These are not my homemade hamburger buns. If you haven't seen the video I did on that a while back, go check it out. I have a link down below for you to click on. But I did make some homemade horseradish cream sauce here, and I did a video on this probably a few years ago that you can go copycat that. I'll put that down in the link below too as well. And some barbecue sauce, which again, I have to admit is store-bought. I did not have a chance to make my own. So I'm gonna make a couple sandwiches here and let's get going. That maybe, huh? Maybe a little bit more meat here. And just a dab more over here, huh? How about that? Go ahead and put some barbecue sauce on one. A little bit of horseradish cream on the other. Let's try them, huh? All right, here we go, huh? Let's try the horseradish one first, shall we? Super tender. So good. Horseradish cream sauce. Oh man, what a great combo. All right, let's try the other one. Let's try the one with the barbecue sauce on it. Also very good. But to be totally truthful with you folks, I much prefer the horseradish cream sauce over the barbecue sauce, hands down. I mean, I don't mind it, it's good, but how often do you get fresh homemade horseradish cream sauce on your beef, right? So I'll take that any day over a barbecue sauce, store-bought or homemade. So, well, there you go, folks. Delicious, excellent food. What can I say? Haven't made a food video in a while, and here you go. I hope it was to your liking and to your satisfaction. So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, folks. New viewer, please subscribe. And other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out other videos on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe.